Hey everyone, how's it going? Today I'm going to be talking to you guys about something really cool. So, usually my videos are about programming and very, hardcore like black screen, white text, terminal, the stuff you've seen in the movies where, when the hackers do their work, stuff like that. But in this episode, we're going to be focusing on something a little bit more visual, something a little bit more fun, and something that you can probably use in your daily life for whatever reason you want. So essentially, as you can see, I have my Instagram page up over here, and what we're looking at is some of the quotes that I wrote, and I created some graphics to go with them. And as you can see here, all the graphics look different. And today, I'm going to be showing you how to make one of these graphics here. So what we're going to be doing is let's first go to the home screen, and I'm going to head over to the assembly app over here. And basically what we're going to be doing is we're going to pay homage to David Bowie. So I'm going to start a new project over here, and then I'm going to choose one of his photos that I saved. So this one over here looks very nice, and it's black and white, so it'll work very well with our graphics. And one-to-one is great, so I'm going to go okay with that. And what I'm going to do is go to the shapes page in Assembly. By the way, Assembly is not a free app, but it's a really powerful graphics app. It's one of the best apps I have on my phone, period. And I highly recommend, if you're into like doing social media marketing, you want to generate like content that you want to put on your social network, this app is really powerful. And as you will see, we're going to be actually making one of those graphics over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick a shape over here. This looks pretty good, and then I'm gonna pick a style. So pick a nice color combination that'll work. So all these colors work really well together, so you can go with the default one that they pick for you. But in this case, I'm gonna look around, see if I like anyone in particular. So maybe, let's see, something bright, but yeah, maybe this one here looks good. So I'm gonna go with that. So I'm gonna pick a color for my shape over here. And what I generally want to do is make sure that his face is highlighted when we're working with a photo. If you don't have a photo, you can kind of like freeform it and don't have to worry too much about what's showing, what's not. In this case, I'm gonna reduce opacity. So this looks pretty good. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit the duplicate button. So that this over here is a duplicate button. And I'm gonna move this over here like that, and maybe rotate it a little bit. And I'm going to zoom out so I can get a better view of what's going on here. Rotate this one a little bit here. Maybe change the color a little bit. That could work. See if I can get the blue in there. Yeah, it looks pretty good. All right, so let's do another duplicate, and then maybe rotate and zoom out a little bit more so I can get to this shape here. So the idea is to play with it. You don't have to be so fixated. Move stuff around, try different color combinations, try different opacities, and see what works for you. There is no right answer. Whatever looks good for you is what is right. All right, so that looks pretty good. That could work. So let me see if I can move that shape up a tad. Just like that, lay it out like that. I can flip it. That's nice. So I'm going to zoom out just like that. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. Maybe reduce opacity here just a tad. All right, so what I'm going to do now is trying to cover the top part of this. So I'm going to duplicate, move this shape up to the top. I don't want to do that, so I'm going to erase that. So duplicate again, try to move this up, try an orange color, maybe yellow here. Orange could work. So as you can see, I'm playing with the overlaps as well. The overlaps are really making it look kind of cool. So maybe rotate that a little bit just to create that variation. Maybe duplicate that one over here, move that up, rotate it around. So it's starting to almost look like cover art for like a album or something. Play around with some colors. Add a bit of yellow, orange over here. So I'm gonna swap around the colors just a tad, just to make sure I like what I have. Nope, no stroke, please. So the kind of the yellow really brightens up his face, so I think that's good, something we should go with. Let's see if I can add a little bit more color variation. So yeah, that warm color kind of works. So maybe to duplicate that and move that around over here. We increase opacity to just highlight things just a tad. Move that around and shift the color up a little bit. Wow, that actually looks pretty good. So yeah. All right, so I think I'm pretty happy with that. So what I'm gonna do is, just a tad, move that in. Okay, so we cover everything. So you know, the overlaps can create some pretty interesting shapes and visuals over here. Maybe increase opacity there just a tad. All right. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to hit over here, hit export, PNG, standard, and what we have is the foundation of what we're going to be working with. So let's take a look. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to open up Adobe Post over here, and what I'm going to do is click Add and Photo Library, and I'm going to pick the one that I just made over here. There you go. So now the text is kind of like very overwhelming. So what we're going to do is we're going to change that. So I'm going to hit the design and I'm going to maybe pick something like this. You know, maybe something a little bit, you know, less obtrusive. So let's get the text in before we worry too much about the design, because that's going to change anyway. So this looks okay for now. I'm going to double tap, and so I'm going to write the quote over here. This is a quote by David Bowie, of course. All right, so with that text, I'm going to enlarge that a little bit because, you know, we need to be able to read the text. And I'm going to add another text block, which is his name. All right. So what I'm going to do now is I have both text on the page. What I'm going to do is change the screen and find the one that kind of like gets me close. And this one looks pretty good. This works nice with the color. You know, it adjusts the color of the background for me as well. Try this one here. That one blocks his face. So generally, you really want to try a few different ones, and you want to pick the one that kind of works best with the composition, like with, you know, with the picture that's in the background, the color of the shapes that you put on. So you want every element to kind of work together. So, you know, try out a few of them. This one could work. So then let's go to the photo, and you know, it's a little bit dim. So maybe brighten up the photo just a tad. See what we can do with that. So this color combo right here works. So the text is a little bit in the way. So perhaps I can move this text down here, just like that. And then I move his name up to here like that. And then we can scale out a little bit here, maybe. See what we can do. So yeah, you got to try out some different combos, see what works for you. So maybe we can even adjust the opacity of the text, maybe not. We can pick, different fonts. That one looks pretty bold, looks nice. So we can work with that. And his name here is Lost, so we gotta change the color to make it pop. That could work. Black just works, obviously. White could also work. So let's see, maybe we can change this one here to a different color. Nope. Nope, white works. So maybe I can see if I can move his name out over here to the left-hand side. Does that look good? Not really. I still feel the text blocks his face a little bit too much. All right, so actually I think I'm pretty happy with what we've got here. If you're following along, you're welcome to go, as long as you want, adjust as much as you want. I've spent days on the graphics that I make, so I wouldn't be surprised if you spend a ton of time on this, because it can be very addictive. All right, so I'm pretty happy with this. So I'm gonna export this. Save image, just like that, save to camera roll. And then what I'm gonna do now is just the easy part is post it on Instagram. So what I'm gonna do is hit over here, next. Now this is the final part, this is the touch up. So generally there's a few things you can do to make it work even more, or you might wanna just go with the original. But let's see what we can do here to make it look even cooler. Mayfair can work. It's got that, it's really coming along. It's really making it look that, that all vintage look. So let's try Nashville. So maybe we can adjust some of the settings here. So that could work. So this is really nice actually. I like this a lot. Let's see if I can get it to be even better. No, that looks pretty good. Yeah. Okay, I'm happy with that. So now, I'm gonna write the quote here again, or just a short version of it. I'm working for me. Motivation, entrepreneur, startup. So most of my quotes are related to business, entrepreneurship, and motivation and inspirational stuff. Yeah, so generally that's where I will be posting in. There we go. Okay, so let's put that on Facebook. Share it. Okay, so I'm in flight mode, but that kind of wraps it up for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Don't forget to like the video and share this video with your friends and family. I hope you guys learned something. And if you do like it, we're gonna be making more complex version of these videos, like more intensive. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that. See you guys in the next one.